heading down to the swim start. Today is Ironman day, the Kona special. Lionel's last big one before the big day. This is a Lee drive here. So this right here is Kailua Bay, where the swim will be starting. There's the pier. So you ready to hop in that ocean?
Yeah.
Lionel's heading down to the little area of sand here. The sun is just coming up over the top of that hill there. Still going. Just looking nice and relaxed still. Totally different swimmer now. The water looks much more clear today. I was snorkeling yesterday and took some video, but it's too cloudy. But you can see there's lots of colorful fish in there. So I'm stopped here at about 40k. I just passed Waikoloa. Waiting for Lionel for our first bottle exchange here. It is really freaking windy today. Probably gonna be a little bit before he comes. Good thing I brought a chair and a book and some music. It is really windy. I just gave Lionel his bottle. I forgot to turn the camera on, but the wind is just howling. Hopefully it doesn't switch. He's been going into a headwind for the last 40k. But the winds here have been known to switch on you. We'll see what happens. How's it going, babe?
I hate wind.
So right up here is the little town of Hawi. That's pretty much it. A couple little storefronts on either side. I'm not sure of the exact turnaround location, but I know it's right around here, so should be expecting Lionel shortly. Lionel's coming, but there's cars in the way. There he is. Oh, really?
Use a hand pump to pump up a fucking flat tire. It's the most retarded thing that you'll ever see. I think I damaged the rim too.
Really?
I was going full tilt on a downhill section. I hit a stone that was probably this big. It dented like all the rims all broken.
Fuck.
I can't. I'm a little bit afraid to go down the hill in case it pops.
Was
again.
it the front?
Yeah. I went and put my head down to take a drink, and then I had to.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So now we're heading back. Lionel has turned around. Unfortunately, he had a flat, which I'm sure you heard. He's coming up here on our right. I'm gonna get some more footage from him, of him.
Screen on.
So what everyone says can happen is happening to Lionel right now. He has been in a headwind for just about this entire ride. I'm just going to drive 20k up the road. We're on the home stretch now, but how mentally taxing. So hard. There he is, right up there. You can just see the wind blowing him around. Here comes Lionel. We're at 6k. Now where? 3 kilometers? Alright. So I forgot to mention, we had to cut the bike short because he got another flat, which he suspected would happen due to the original flat. Because there's spiked wire or something sticking out in his rim now, so it just tore up the tire and the tube. So he got in about 160k, all said and done. A little mentally defeated, I think, but we'll catch up with him after. So Lionel's coming up the hill here. We'll see how he's feeling. Judging by his face, not great. What?
Insanely hard. Piece of road.
You want me to wait here? So while we're waiting, I'll show you kind of what happened here. He hit a rock, and you can see right in here, the rim has become very sharp, and here's the hole in the tire, right in there. So once we get it off, we'll see what we can do, but I think he's gonna have to sand it down. Looks a little bent too, which is a bummer because he's a brand new. How you feeling, babe?
Or we just go 10 miles. It'll be good.
Are you sure? Alright, so here we are, end of the day. We had some dinner. Give us a brief summary of your day.
Swim went well. I mean, I don't really necessarily know if I trust those GPS watches for swimming, but they swam 4K in about 58 minutes, so I was pretty happy with that. And then the bike was going well. You know, my legs felt pretty good through about 2.5 hours, but then they started the fatigue. I think the cumulative fatigue of the last few days started to catch up with me, and I started to feel it going up the mountain, up to Havi, but any little bit of motivation I had was completely gone when I put my head down to take a drink, and then I look up and I was 2 feet away from hitting a big old rock on the side in the bike lane, and so I popped my tire, put a gash in the tire, and then also dented the rim. Rim had like a barb sticking out of it. And then of course I'm an idiot, and I intended on using a hand pump to pump it up, which is all fine and dandy, but it took me forever to get the thing into a position with this little tiny stem on the hand pump to get onto the thing. It took me forever to finally air the thing up. But I started riding again, and my God, the wind was terrible. It was a headwind all the way to the turnaround point, and then I had a little bit of relief from Javi down to the little corner store down there, which is probably about another, I'm gonna say 25K down. But then back out onto the Queen K, the freaking wind changed, and it was another headwind, and then I kind of had suspected that eventually the barb would wear a hole in the tire, and it did. And then I got a flat at 160, and I wasn't about to try and change it again because it's just gonna, like, my tire had a hole in it by this point. So that was unfortunate. So Aaron had to come and pick me up. But I didn't want to end the workout there on such a crappy note. So I went out and did another 10 miles off the bike. I intended on running 21K off the bike, but I felt really good. I didn't. It's my first run here that I actually felt decent, and so I decided to keep it that way, and so I ended it at 10 miles. And so yeah, it was a good swim, good run, good first half of the bike. Some adversity here and there, but I never really lost control of myself. I was always, I could have got 20 flats. It wouldn't have phased me, so I was happy with that. I remember back in Muskoka 2013, I talked to Andreas Raylert, and I asked him about this race, and he said this race is 90% mental. And I'm totally seeing how even the heat is just... I mean, yeah, it's hard, but it's just a different kind of hard. It's a different kind of suffering. It really is. A lot of it's in your head. You're just melting alive inside. And in just 5 days of being here, I'm already seeing how much, I guess, desensitized I'm becoming to that feeling. And so yeah, it's been a good. It was a good workout, and I'd say I'm excited to do it again, but the next time I get to do a big long one like that will be the race. So I am excited to do it again. It'll just be in the race.
Nice. So now a few days easy, or what's the plan from here?
Yeah, 2 easy days. My bike legs are feeling really tired. My run legs are finally coming around, while my bike legs are feeling really tired. So, I think through 160K, I averaged 280 watts, and it's amazing how condition dependent speed is here, because yesterday I averaged 248 watts for 2 hours, and I averaged 39.5 kilometers an hour. Today I averaged 280 watts for 160K, and my average speed was like 37.5 kilometers an hour. So it's amazing how condition dependent speed is here, particularly on the bike. But yeah, I'm going to take 2 days easy, and then Sunday I'll get back into a moderate workout. But from now on, everything's kind of getting intensity staying up, but the durations of everything is coming down.
Good. So you'll get a massage this weekend, right?
Yes.
And you're eating well?
Yes.
Good. Staying healthy?
I'm trying my best.
How about that salt water?
It's disgusting. It's nauseating after about 20 minutes.
And that dark black shadow?
Oh, forgot about that. Yeah, I was swimming yesterday, and I'm already terrified of being bitten by a shark or something like that. And I'm swimming, and I won't go much past the end of the pier because I'm too afraid to go by myself. And this big dark mass is under the water coming at me, and I start freaking out a little bit. And finally, the thing starts to split up, and I realize it's like a huge school of fish. So that's the first time I experienced that.
Cool. Well, we'll have to strap the GoPro onto you for one of your swims.
Yeah, it's been raining a lot here, so the water hasn't been very clear, but once it gets clear, we'll definitely do that.
Cool. Well, we'll see you at the next video.